Hello again. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about licensing. If your first mission is to get one of four cash generating transactions into your portfolio to get your project moving, it might be that you're targeting licensing. Licensing sounds great. I don't have to build a product. All I've got is an idea and I take it along to somebody and sell it. That doesn't really work because you haven't added the value or shown them where their value is going to be. So I want to give you a quick overview of how we do that and then show you the process involved. So very quickly, it's very similar to distribution, only the contract party takes control of the process completely. They are responsible for design, build, promote, price, sell, support, everything to do with the project from then on. So it has to fit just like it does with distribution, but they are going to now need the process in which to build this and complete it, get it out there and support it. And it'll probably be branded in their name, not yours. So far more complex as you need it. Performance guidelines to do this. It's you just don't walk in and start a distribution agreement. You really have to build it. And if you know what you're doing, you can get it done quite quickly, the same as distribution channels. So we use similar procedures and scripts that we use with our distribution agreements, and they work. We know they work very well. It can make your task a lot easier if you're following a script and a process to qualify, profile, get the appointments, do the pitch, the whole lot. It's all built into a process. It's going to make your objective a whole lot quicker. Now, once you've done that, you're only pitching to the best fit firms, not hundreds of anybody's, because that's going to kill you. If you're out there doing 3 months or 12 months worth of pitches to a different company every day, that's just not going to help. So how does the license agreements work? Well, fairly easy. People think, what sort of upfront fees can I get? What advances can I get? They're both not likely. They do happen in some exceptional circumstances. In most cases, they don't. You're not going to have a Dutch auction of companies all clamoring for your product. You will have to sell this. You have to profile them. And chances are when you knock on their door and pitch the idea to them, they will not have done any maths on whether or not this is going to work for them. So you're going to have to bring that to them to get the deal. So when you talk about a license agreement, it's usually something like 5% of wholesale. It's lower if there's no patent, so don't expect you're going to get a big whopping amount. It's usually 5 years with a rollover of a subsequent life period, which is another 5 years for the length of the patent life. And then it can continue, but the royalty rate drops down. So usually it's an agreed minimum. So you don't go out there and say, I want to you to sell, I want 5% of wholesale of everything you sell, but you go and do your own thing, because if they stop selling it, you're not going to earn any money. And you have to have a way of either getting your project back or giving them an opportunity to give you a minimum amount of money to retain it. And that way it's worthwhile to you and it ensures your project's going to keep moving. If it doesn't keep moving, take it back, give it another license. So, and that can happen as well. Now, with your first licensing agreement, it can take 6 to 9 months before you actually get cash flow. And that's because they have to design a product, build a product, test a product, market a product, package it, and then get it onto shelves if that's the sort of product it is. So now when your first license is 9 months away from cash flow and you've got a lot of bills going out, we need you to be able to manage that very carefully so you're not spending money that you don't have. And in the long run, when you've got a 5-year agreement, we can actually help you borrow against the future cash, particularly if it's a blue chip company that you're doing a license agreement with. Now, they won't tell you how they want to do the license agreement. They won't tell you how they've done license agreements in the past, but the auditors will. And the auditors don't talk to you, but what they have done is published, if it's a public company, they publish their audit reports inside the annual reports, and those are usually on the websites. So you can go and pull down the last 5 years of audit reports in the annual reports and just go through how they did any acquisitions, what they paid for them, how they went about them, how they paid licensing, what the licensing agreements are and how it works. And you can actually then talk to the other licensees and find out how they did it. Now, it's fairly easy to do it that way. I find it's a lot more beneficial because you can get immediate response. You're walking in there knowing how they're going to do the business, but more importantly, you also know how they terminated the agreements, because licensing agreements don't last forever. They either drop out because the person doesn't want to buy it anymore or distribute it anymore, or that they found they didn't make money on it, or more importantly, they found they did make money on it and they wanted to acquire it. Then they made you an offer. They're going to make you an offer and acquire the organisation, in which case you need to know what that offer is going to be so you can either build it or you can build extra value. And we show you how to build that extra value, which I'll talk to you about in trade sale. So you stay tuned for the next one and I'll explain how trade sales work. Okay, thank you.